Welcome to Captivity Television. I'm Natasha.
And I'm Vince.
Kanye West.
Kanye to the. We're back.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead?
Yeah, for sure. Kanye West was hospitalized for, like, I guess exhaustion and, like, paranoia, and they pretty much said that he's 50 or 50.
50
I think that has to do with the comments that he made during his concert. The fact that they want to label him in the media as crazy and stuff, it just further proves that there are these elite people who you can't touch, you can't talk about, you can't speak on, otherwise you're going to be, what is it? It's ostracized, the word?
Like branded as
crazy.
Whatever
they did it to Lauryn Hill, they did it to Michael Jackson, they did it to so many celebrities. They tried to tarnish this person's name because they speak the truth. Now,
that's
with that said, Kanye, because his friendship, or what we thought, well, I guess I'm also kind of assuming that his friendship with Jay-Z and Beyonce were so much stronger than, him going to speaking out in public rather than making a phone call. But then I guess when you can't get somebody on the phone, the next best, especially when they're a celebrity of their status, the next best thing is to call them out in public, because you're not answering my phone call. I can't talk to you in private, so I have to I have to go and make these kind of comments. Well, he didn't have. I don't know, but I just feel that he has so much going on. He needs to. I'm not mad at him for taking a step back and going to get him together and everything, because he really needs that. I personally think that Kanye West is a genius when it comes to lyrics and stuff. But but
there's a lot of the geniuses were kind of crazy too.
Yeah.
So I want to take it back to how this all got built up to here. I think we talked about in the past video about how he canceled shows, and it just pretty much counts to I don't give a fuck, down, walking out.
People showed up to his LA concert and didn't find out it was canceled
until they got there. Yeah, so that's very radical. My thing about Kanye, yes, I do think Kanye is crazy. I think Kanye, personally, maybe he didn't grieve correctly when his mom passed. I think that he needed to take a break at that time. Yeah, I think he needed that break then. But some people work through, misery and being sad, mourning. Some people work. And maybe Kanye wasn't that type of person, although he did do it. Maybe he's not the type of person, and it kind of fucked him up mentally. And then even further on, I do believe that I don't agree with him calling Beyonce and them out, not just because I'm a big Beyonce fan, but I just feel like they're private people, so that's probably the wrong way to go about going about it.
I didn't agree with it either, but as I was speaking on it, I realized if you can't get contact, if I can't get in contact with you, and I really want to get my point across,
but I just I feel like
I'm gonna ruffle some feathers. I'm going to
But I mean, come on, this is not a normal person. This is Kanye West.
But then at the same time, too. That could still leave him ignored and everything.
Yeah, it's the way it goes.
They're gonna feel away regardless.
Yeah, it makes it worse. I really do think they had a friendship. I really do think that it was more than just music between Jay-Z and him, and as well as Beyonce. I think Beyonce probably liked Kanye, but when Kanye was trying to force Kim on her, because I've even seen interviews that he was doing. He's like, Beyonce loves Kim. She keeps a picture of Kim in her studio while she sings. And I'm like, that doesn't even sound, I don't know Beyonce personally, but that doesn't even sound like, she didn't want to sit next to the bride at the BET Awards. So they weren't even, there were Kim, Kanye, Jay-Z, and Beyonce. Usually the women sit in the middle close to each other, and the guys sit out. That's usually how it works out. But it just showed that the guys are actually the friendship, and the women just kind of, fall where they fit,
And it should be that way because, let's not play fake. Like
exactly. That's let's
I'm not friends.
Yeah,
with
I'm not
you.
gonna sit here and just be here for a photo op. I don't really. I mean, it spoke volume when they were on their wedding. Like,
Yeah,
they're clearly something has been going on for a minute. I do think that, like I said, Jay-Z and Kanye probably were friends, very good friends, and I think that Beyonce liked him too. But I just think that friendship has.
I guess he figured that he would be able to force them on Jay-Z and B because pretty much the media and everything was forced on him. He was also considered what Jay-Z and Beyonce are private people.
But he did that to himself.
Now he's married to you can't.
He's gonna marry Kim Kardashian.
And I was foolish enough to think that he was gonna pull her out of that shit. She pulled his ass.
We talked about that. Yeah.
I was so sure he was about to pull her ass out that shit.
Well, even when he had the whole
that's her business. That's the only. That's how she stays famous. Is her name is in the media. She's always being talked about. She has to stay on social media 24/7. That's although she is quieted down a lot since the robbery.
Since the robbery.
But I guess because it's like more legs on the spider. Because she's still getting exposure because her sisters and
right. She's still eating off that. Yeah, but like you were saying, I thought that he was gonna put her back when she had North. He didn't even want her on the show originally. Yeah, and then it became she got a bigger check. Then she could be on. Like it's like. He got sucked to that shit. He just stuck to his guns and said, "No, we're not doing this. This is your life."
That's why he's here now.
Yeah,
they try to play it down like that Kardashian curse is not real. No, that shit's dead for sure real.
Yeah,
every single man that associates with that family. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Like, you cannot sit here and try to dumb it down at this point. No, it's a fucking curse with that family.
But I'm thinking it may not even be the curse. I think it's more about the fame. They are very fame hungry because that's how they make their money. They're everywhere. People aren't built to be like, for instance, here go another topic that I wasn't even gonna talk about. So Lady Gaga did an interview. She had disappeared for a minute, but she said she disappeared because she felt such like she wasn't herself. Like she's owned by the world. She said, I don't have any privacy. Like when you walk out your house, you're literally owned by the world. She was like, the way she put it, what made me think about it, like, damn, that is kind of sad. She said, you know what? I can't just go to a beach and somebody comes and walk up to me or people take pictures of me. I can't call the police and tell them to stop like a normal person. That's pretty much stalking. When you have somebody that's following you with cameras, us being normal people, we can call and say somebody stalking us, Right. But for her, because she is a public figure, we own her. Like the world owns her. And some people are made to be like that. Some people
you shouldn't have become famous if you didn't want
this. And I used to be the same way, but I kind of feel like at this point, I do kind of feel like there still needs to be a line drawn in the sand. And if the artist does not choose to want to be that type of artist,
Lauryn Hill said it though. She said, "Gain the whole world for the price of your soul."
Yeah.
So you don't get to have that piece when you call it and begging for that piece. You'll never really get it unless you go seclude yourself from the media.
Lock yourself out, and that's what Lady Gaga said. Yeah, she said she had to do. She literally.
And that's why Beyonce, like, if she ain't out here touring for an album, you don't hear about it. You don't hear
she's somewhere on a yacht somewhere far out.
She don't want that.
Yeah,
and
she definitely has mastered how to balance that life of being because honestly, Beyonce is the biggest star out. I mean. Yeah, I can say that. Beyonce's literally the biggest star. Like, she's the biggest star. Michael was around. Michael was the biggest star. But since he's gone, Beyonce is literally the biggest entertainer in the world. And the fact that she has mastered how to maneuver that shit. Her. Yeah. Man, when we went to the concert, when I went to go see her in the concert, I had like 80-year-old Asian women sitting next to me. Like, I was just like she brings out every creed. It doesn't matter. You're there. Ethnicity, you're there. Like, people love Beyonce. Absolutely. And the fact that she has mastered how to do that, maybe she need to write a book or something because she has mastered how to do it. Because I really think that's what happened. And going back to Kim Kardashian or the Kardashians and the man, I really think that they're just the men they pick aren't built for that. Some guys like that type of attention, and some people aren't. They aren't built to be famous because their fame is literally like a big engine running. No, it's not. You're not supposed to be able to not have no peace at all. Like, everywhere you go, there's cameras everywhere. People want to talk to you. People want to touch you. People want to hug you. That gotta be a lot. That gotta be a lot of work. So I do understand, his breakdown, But at the same time, I hope he gets the help that he needs, and he should have got the help that he needed years ago. And even more so than that, people around him should have been sad, because Kanye ain't been right for a minute. He's been kind of
It's really, he hasn't been right since his mom passed. Yeah. It really comes back down to that.
Yeah, he should have got help then.
He's not been right since his mom passed.
Yeah.
That spiral started when he interrupted Taylor at the...
one year. Yeah, it should be worse. And people thought that shit was funny, but it literally was probably him crying out for help.
That was the first start of his spiral.
Yeah, because he hasn't been the same since. And it ain't no different than Robert being with China and you thinking that, oh yeah, she helping him to lose the weight and all that. No, I don't care if he found the love of his life. If Kim is the love of his life, it's still a personal thing. You have to be at peace with yourself. Exactly.
You have to want it for yourself.
Exactly.
And if you ain't got it, no matter who you have in your life, you ain't gonna. It's not gonna happen for you.
It's not going. You're not going to be okay because it's something that he has to deal with within himself. It's not. Anybody around him doesn't matter. Yeah.
Pass off
his mom, and I really think he really probably grieved his mom so hard. And then the fact that fame, he really took off around that time. That's really when he was Kanye West, he's all that shit, huge. He got big, a big time rapper. It probably was just too much to handle.
Crazy.
So you had a topic you want to talk about?
Oh, I want to still on the kind of on the subject of
speaking about the Kardashian man.
But Rayj, the one that put that family on. I'm sorry, say it like that, but pretty much he recently made a song with Chris Brown talking about pretty much how he made that bitch famous. Mm-hmm. He named the song Famous. But people are coming at Rachel like, oh, why are you still talking about her all of this time later? No, y'all wanna pick and choose what y'all go, nitpick at and all of that, because recognize that he wasn't worried about Kim for a while. I mean, he did make that one song I heard it first a while ago, but after that, he like that buzz on him talking about her stock faded out. Here come Kanye West on his Pablo album talking about
I think
all the differences.
Another thing that we got in common or something. Yeah. All
the differences. I'm rich. Why are you speaking of this man?
Right.
He ain't talking about you or nothing. Then he further goes for his own famous song. He puts a figure that looks like that is supposed to symbolize Rayj in his video without Rayj's permission.
Exactly.
Only person permission he supposedly asked was Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Other than that, everybody else was just thrown up in the shit. Chris Brown, Rayj, and whoever else was up
Trump. It was a couple other people there. I know Rihanna was there.
Right. It was all these different celebrities, different calibers. Yeah. Right. You can go look it up.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think that Rayj has the right to have his reservations about it. Don't
mention me, I won't mention you.
Right. Yeah. Don't use my figures that look like me. I mean, it's like he blamed you can't be mad at that. You cannot sit here and tell Rayj, oh, you need to stop talking about him when he's only retaliating from him being talked about. So I don't know.
Personally, I never really had a problem with Rayj ever getting that money too. I mean, bank on it. Kim did, her family did, Chris did. So why can't he? Granted, the only one thing that I did have a problem with, if I'm gonna have a problem with anything, but that goes on both sides. The fact that Kim is married, she has a husband, she has kids. So let's move on. But at the same time, now Rayj is married and he doesn't have a family yet, but he's married. So for Kanye to say that shit, I ain't heard the song yet, but for Kanye to say that shit, you're disrespecting him. So now he gonna disrespect you. It's like. It's a tit for tat. You can't, right? And on top of that, it's a dollar sign attached to it. So I'm not mad at Rayj for doing that shit.
No,
get your money, nigga.
But I just wanted to speak on that. Stop picking on Rayj about the song when he's only retaliating from what Kanye has been doing to him. So, just chill on that shit.
Yeah, continue to get them love and hip hop checks, Rayj. So I just saw this on Shade Room. Shout out to them. YG was on concert or tour. I guess he's touring or doing some shows, and he had a fucking Donald Trump pinata come from the sky, but the tie is like a noose around his neck, literally. It's like for me, it's offensive because if anybody was to do that to like somebody, if somebody did to Obama, you know, or whatever, I would feel like I would be upset. I would be I would be pissed. So I'm still gonna be kind of equally pissed for that. Although, like I said, you guys know how we feel about at least how I feel about Trump.
Not here for it at all.
But
I want to. I'm not going to do that.
Hate is hate.
Somebody.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't want. You know, it's like treat others how you want to be treated. You don't want to see your figure hanging from a noose.
Yeah.
Like, so don't do him like that. You can dislike him as much as you want. Yeah. But that's extreme as fuck. Like,
and it's the visual. I'm for it. Even if he wanted to bring out a sign that said "fuck Trump" and Trump face,
he had an entire song called "fuck Trump."
Like, that's fine with me.
That's probably what he brought it out on. But you can. I'd much rather you just. I don't know. I'm with you on that. Yeah. I don't agree with him having him hanging.
Yeah, that's just too much.
Yes, fuck Trump, but you can fuck Trump like
other ways. Not so damn like. I mean, our ancestors went through that shit, so it's even more like emotional.
Right, I am my ancestors.
Exactly. So it's like don't do that, and you are part of us too. So you don't want to do that type of thing. That just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. So YG, absolutely. You don't do that anymore. That's fucked up. You don't want to betray that type of, it's still not. It's even more so because people look up to you.
That we already have.
Yeah, but it's young people.
While I'm not here for any racist ass Trump supporters or any racists in general, because I'm sure some racist people voted for Hillary, but that's not the point. Like, while I don't agree with your stance and you like disliking me for my skin color, I'm not trying to kill you unless you come for me. So I don't want you to. I don't know.
You don't want the tables to be turned either. No, you can feel however you want to feel. As long as you don't touch me or try to threaten anybody I love or myself, we're good. As long as you don't, you don't hurt anybody I love or or me, we're good. But once you cross that line, we're gonna have a problem, and that's the way it should be for both sides. I'm not gonna force somebody or beat somebody because they don't think the way I think. You're a human being. You have the right to feel, the freedom of speech, all that shit. But as long as you don't, touch me or touch my love, then fine. We can go back and forth all night long or all day long. Like, it don't matter. But once you go to the visual, for that type of stuff that YG did, like hanging somebody, that's work. That's fighting to me. That's
absolutely.
I can see it getting violent from that type of visual. So you gotta watch what you put out there. Period. So what I want to do is, I also from the Shade Room, I saw this guy. I guess he was on the plane, and I'm gonna play what he said. Sis hasn't had a chance to hear it.
This is news for me as well.
He was on the plane. And I'm just going to play what he said on the plane. Here we go. Okay, did they take it down? Take it down. Let me see. Where did it go? I was just playing the shit. 1 second, guys. Hold on. Oh, here it is.
How many people, man? Really? Ain't nobody going to say no shit on this plane? You can't hear me. Donald Trump, baby. That's right. This man knows what's up. We got some Hillary bitches on here.
Hillary bitches.
Come on, man. Trump. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, baby. Donald Trump is your president. Every goddamn one of you. If you don't like it, you're banned.
Where did that come from?
I guess he was coming. They don't say where he was flying from.
But for what reason did he feel the need to set up and promote his love for Trump?
I have no idea. Maybe he heard somebody discussing, they hate that Trump won or whatever, and that's nothing. Freedom of speech, that's fine.
Yeah,
but the problem I have with Trump supporters, it comes with hate. Their support for him comes with hate. Like, I mean, like, every one of you guys have problem. Like, you kind of you're storing shit. Like, you trying to make somebody pop off because. For somebody that I would try not to, because I know TSA, you don't want to fuck with them, you don't want to get in any trouble on the plane. But that type of thing, that type of pointing and being like, anybody got a problem with it, that can cause a problem. That can make you be like, fuck you, and then there we go. Now we about to Now we rumble, like, say how you feel, state your opinions, when it's needed. Like you said, where did it come from? They didn't really show where it came from, but I'm just guessing that it must have came from him or somebody else saying that Hillary, or something was a better candidate. Well, she was, but maybe that's why he got him fueled.
For political views and everything, but you really two different hands on one snake, like
definitely. Oh no, definitely. There was really, either in the winter there was
the same agenda is going to come out.
It's going to be
it's going to be done. Regardless whichever one was in office.
Regardless of Donald or Hillary, it's going to be downfalls. But that's what every president, every presidential.
It goes back to not letting your president get your ass whooped. Like,
right. And that's what I'm
they
saying.
have entire shirts dedicated to the shit.
That is.
You don't want that to happen because I think the only reason he was really safe. No. Even if regardless of that, he only figured he felt safe enough to do that is because they were on a plane in such a tight place, and you don't want to do anything that's going to get you kicked off the plane. No. I'm trying to get to where I'm going, so I don't have time for your shenanigans.
Right.
So, but as soon as we get off this plane, where was you at?
Exactly.
The Hillary bitches, we off this plane, like, you ready?
Oh, yeah, you look good. Sorry, guys. Rhonda just came looking right.
Yes. Okay. You look good.
You look good.
But, like...
Jeez, you look good. She look good. Okay. Throw us off. But, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, like, don't let your president get your ass.
Yeah.
Like, once we step off this plane, we can discuss it. Mm-hmm. And if you want to, get all rowdy, calling me out of my name because of my views are different than yours, and y'all didn't want to accept Obama as your president, but when we try to disown Trump as ours, it's a problem. Oh, he's all your president. Woo! Just like Obama was all your president, and y'all still was mad, and y'all didn't want to disown him.
Y'all would disrespect him, and that's what I'm saying. I'm still going. My mom's like, I was telling Mom, like, that ain't gonna be my president. I ain't gonna call him president. And Mom was like, you should, see your president. I'm like, I don't give a damn. He's not my president. I would call him Trump.
I didn't choose him, so he's not my president.
He's not my president. Although he has the right to do whatever presidents can do, he's not mine. I'm sorry. I don't give a damn. Just like they want to disrespect Obama and call Obama President Obama, just Obama, and he ain't no president. He ain't the president. It has been done on CNN, which is a fucking news.
And they just dislike Obama because he was black. Like, period. Literally straight up racism. Yes. I dislike Trump because he's a bigot. Yes. Because he's a rapist. Because he...
all the shit. He
doesn't pay taxes. Yeah. I have legitimate reasons not to like this man.
Yeah.
And y'all just hated Obama simply because he had different skin tones.
Exactly. Period.
And that's what it boiled down
to. Couldn't have said anything to make them go his way. And that's another point. Trump could have had. Honestly, I was willing to listen to Trump. Every fucking debate I listened to him was like. But he never seemed to get to what he was going to do. He never seemed to get to.
Neither one of them did really better.
But Hillary clearly had better, a better plan than Trump. Trump just like he had one at all. So that's why I was just like, I was willing to give Trump.
He's like what they call a wild card.
Yeah, well.
Do we really have time for a wild card? Really,
the fucking president.
And economy is at hand. So much is at hand, like, I don't know. It's just crazy.
It's crazy as fuck. Especially, like you said, do we really have time at this day and age? With the way things are, honestly, things have grown a little bit more.
Climate change is real. Doesn't believe that we are in a state of global warming where, our Mother Nature is,
dying.
Stirring up and, trying to cleanse this earth of people who don't take care of her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
she just
he doesn't believe that this is going on, but it blatantly is.
Yeah, and it's and even more so, like, he's blind to the fact that the economy is in a bad state as well because he doesn't know. I mean, he doesn't know any different. He don't know what it feels like to have somebody in his family that maybe was on food stamps. He don't know. He don't know that because he's been rich forever. I mean, he got $10 million loan when he was young. He was born that way. So I don't think he understands. He doesn't get it. So that scares me too. Because even though I feel like Obama, of course, I mean, when you're a president, you have some type of money. You know, it takes money to be a president because you got a campaign and all that shit. It costs us money. But I still feel like he has to have someone, you know, that was maybe not in the best situation. You know, I mean, that's just the way it goes. But for Trump, for somebody that I know for a fact that has been rich for all their lives, that says like, oh, you know, I did this, but it comes out your dad gave you a $2 million loan, like, nigga, give me $2 million. I'll show you what the fuck, you know, I'll show you I can build an empire. So the fact that he's that ignorant not to realize that he had a stepping stone, that scares me. That makes me feel like he's not gonna know. He's not that great of a businessman. If he can't sit there and figure out that because I had this loan from my dad, I was able to make it build up into what I have now, that's a problem to me. And that just doesn't sound like somebody that's actually stable enough to be the president of the United States, among other things he done said. You know, so I just don't know. It definitely just, I still don't understand supporters. I was driving to work on, what was that, Tuesday? And I got behind a truck that had Trump logo or the bumper sticker. And I was like, looking at this motherfucker like, I should just ram this truck. Because I'm just thinking like, how can you support somebody like that? Like, how do you... Other than having hate for
it's so
others.
crazy that you said that because we was just driving. I was on our way to the Bay, and it was a Trump supporter in front of us, and he was driving like hella stupid. But Nicolette noticed that he kept looking at his rear view, and he had Trump. So he was trying to do that shit on purpose, but me and Nicolette drove past him hella unbothered, and I guess he might have like, oh, they don't care. Like, no, we don't care.
I'm not let you see me sweat.
Like, absolutely
let you see me sweat.
Stupid.
You're so stupid. Fuck. You're like, what, why are you, like, what makes you want to, because he's a businessman? That's not enough to be a president. Like, you have to know how to run.
Well, to be honest, like, if you want to talk about it in that context, Obama. He must be talking about me, not playing. But no, Trump is the right man for the job in the context that he's a businessman because America is not a country. Everybody like looks at America as a country, and it's not a country; it's a corporation. And people within it, especially us who vote, we are considered corporations.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Corps.
I'm breaking down. I'm taking somewhere else. Yeah,
but I mean, you gotta go do your own research and everything. But like,
oh no, like America is definitely a corporation.
In that context, yes, the right man got the job because when you really look at America as what it is, a corporation, he's about to run this corporation as what it is. Just hopefully. That, a business.
Hopefully he runs it.
It's not gonna benefit, you know, the slave labor, like, cause